just waiting for these two to ready up. Do we know what the maps are? Okay, well, hello guys, welcome to Level Up TV. This is the ESL IEM 5 Grand Finals live in Kiev. I'm MVC, with me is Slasher, and this is a Group A game between k1llsen and madix, live on Dismemberant. Slasher, take it away.
Well, k1llsen's going to pick up Mega and Yellow. That's going to allow madix to get red. And so k1llsen with a nice job denying madix of picking up that rail. So, see if k1llsen's going to try to do some sniping here.
I think of all people to do sniping, it would be k1llsen. Probably the biggest rail god in Quake Live, should we say. I think he's going to be one of the people that's most hurt by Battleforge not being in this map pool. I think that was one of the strongest maps, but Dismemberant, still 0-0.
I think he'll be fine.
In. No doubt.
madix wasn't able to pick up that Mega. Not sure if he got the timing. I think he did, because he did shoot a rocket into k1llsen. Finally, madix able to pick up that rail and is able to at least have some rail battles. k1llsen missing all of his rails so far this map. You know, not something we're accustomed to. I think k1llsen's one of those players that he needs to get warmed up. He needs to hit those first shots to really be successful. If he doesn't hit those shots, he's actually pretty beatable.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if anyone's watching, checks out Draven's YouTube channel, you'll see some videos of these players playing, and I have to say, k1llsen's sensitivity looks quite high, so that would certainly fit in line with his need to warm up a little bit. Finally connecting with those rails, getting his first impressive of the game. We have Mega and Red spawning same time.
And those rails are very important on this map. This is regarded as mostly a defensive map, a low-scoring map. You have to make right decisions here. You're not gonna like get 4 or 5 frags in a row. Like Airwalk is more kind of like CTN in how the pace of the game flows. So if you hit 2 rails in a row, it makes it really hard for your opponent to pretty much do anything. You're kind of relegated to that yellow armor in the corner, and you can't really get red or Mega without going through middle and taking damage. You have to hit those rails back.
Yeah, and the way I see it for Faz is he needs to hit at least 2 rails before he can even consider making a push onto that Mega, and that's really what he's going to be looking for here on Dismemberant. We've got Mega and Red up now, both players taking a fight at the moment though. And Yellow's about to spawn as well. Red will finally go to k1llsen. madix, can he get back to Mega in time? It doesn't look like he's going to bother. He's going to look for this fight and surprise k1llsen.
You have taken the lead.
Finally, k1llsen converting that into a first frag. And I have to say, you know, if anybody's going to take k1llsen out with Red, it may actually be madix. madix, one of the stronger T4 players. Well, heavy map, so... yeah, I see madix pick this up a little bit.
Well, madix did a decent amount of damage there after that frag, but he didn't do enough in terms of the spawn, so k1llsen got red, Mega, and yellow after that. Now, he also did a ton of damage there right before going through that teleporter. You know, k1llsen's actually way off on this Mega timing. That is one of k1llsen's weaknesses, is that he really does mistime items a lot, and he ends up getting there a few seconds before or a few seconds after. And if you can catch him, it does give you a big opportunity to get a lot of damage or even a frag.
Yeah, and I gotta say that the way k1llsen times his items, actually, as soon as he gets a full map lock on and a rotation going, that's when he's unstoppable. And it's just what Faz has got to, madix has got to prevent. Sorry.
Well, madix misses the rail there on red, and that's going to allow k1llsen to get red and Mega for free. I thought madix maybe would have played Mega more defensive, let k1llsen get that red without trying to, you know, a fight at 07. Oh, for Sturmy? Yeah, 07. So I guess Sturmy's going to be joining us. I owe him a rule set. He's going to be pretty pissed off at me.
A rule set? I don't know, we're in Dismember at the moment. It is 1-0 k1llsen at the moment. madix 73-37, now down to 23 after that fight. try and back out. The 50 HP is up for him. The teleport towards that rail is up. Doesn't actually decide to pick up more ammo, which is interesting.
Ooh, very ballsy move there by k1llsen. Instead of going for the red, he tries to rocket jump up to yellow armor and try to push madix and keep him defensive. Instead, madix comes around the other way, does 100 damage worth of LG, takes the frag, takes red, and takes mega. So now madix is in full control here, and k1llsen's going to be the one on the defense.
Yeah, let's see how Madix plays this railgun. He wants to keep that away from k1llsen. All weapons. Let's see how long he can manage to do that for, but k1llsen's going to catch him out. This is a battle of aim now. 73 health for Madix, 23 for k1llsen. One rail will finish both players off. Madix will find the red, but can he get onto it? Yeah, he can. k1llsen's going to back down. Still railable k1llsen. He has to be very careful. He's not electing to press mouse 1 there, pretty much over his crosshair. Only k1llsen finds 5 armor, 1 shard. That will keep him alive at least.
Well, Mega and Red spawning same time now. It's going to allow k1llsen to get one of the big items on the map. Madix is going to take that yellow and Mega. So Madix will still have a larger stack here. k1llsen does still have to be careful here. Does not want to take 2 rails in a row. 1 rail would be okay, but it would still put him in a pretty defensive position for a good minute or 2.
Yeah, certainly. k1llsen got this last red. He should be able to get on this next one. Madix is going to come in charging. Nice defensive rocket from k1llsen as he backs down onto that red.
Oh, wow. Big mistake there from k1llsen. Rocket jumps up, misses the red. I think Madix actually thinks he took the red. So this might turn out to be a good move for k1llsen because he can delay that item time. Madix is going to take Mega now. He might try to rush to red in the next few seconds because he thinks it's going to spawn.
Yeah, wow. k1llsen putting out that smiley face there. Knew he should not have missed that railgun. That was just a free shot. Madix still now. Oh, finally hits another one.
Yeah, Madix thinks it's going to spawn right now. k1llsen has him trapped. He's probably going to get the frag here. k1llsen smartly gets out of that position. Still doesn't know the time. And k1llsen's finally going to pick it up. So Madix is finally going to know the time. k1llsen actually misses the rocket jump. That might give Madix enough time to go all the way back to Mega.
Gotta say, after delaying that red armor mistakenly at first, you would have thought he would have definitely kept a time on it. Force yourself to
Yeah,
get
that's
red
pretty
time.
funny. Yeah, k1llsen delays the armor for about 15 seconds and forgets what time it spawns.
Insane. 175 health at the moment for Madix. Needs to pick some armor up and complement that. Only 15 right now. He's waiting for that yellow. k1llsen doesn't know where he is right now, but gonna set him up for this mega health. Won't know the time of that either, but if he can stick around, has the armor and the health to potentially grab it.
Well, now k1llsen's in position to get that mega, and he did. He does take a rail, though. It's probably going to allow Madix to pick up this red cleanly. So a very important rail there for Madix to not take any damage and to pick up that rail. He will take a rail there. He wants to make sure he does not take another rail getting out of this room, and he doesn't. So k1llsen will, though, take that yellow and have a larger stack against him in this last minute 45 seconds. Madix doesn't want to get off guard, and he does, but Madix actually gets the direct rockets instead of k1llsen, and it's going to put Madix up in the lead 2-1 with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, and I have to say, I said k1llsen didn't have the mega time last time, but he did, and he has to get this one on time. He must know it's up. And wow, gonna set up a trap there,
Ooh, he
Madix.
falls off. With some
11
direct
HP.
rockets there for k1llsen. Madix just getting away the skin of his teeth. k1llsen decides to go for rail instead of chasing. It's going to allow k1llsen to pick up this red cleanly. Madix isn't going to have a lot. k1llsen's going to go on the chase this last minute, so we should watch Madix try to run away here. He doesn't want to play defensive too early and knock over these items because he will get overrun.
Warning.
Yeah, he only has 61 HP. The 75 armor is not going to mean much when 2-3 rockets splash will kill you, so important his next decision. In comes k1llsen with those rockets. Nice defensive rockets, but
And
Madix
there
not
you
going to be
go.
enough though. Mega's up though. Madix should spawn Mega side of map.
Yeah, man, he doesn't know. Madix doesn't know Mega's up. Oh, but amazing rails there from Madix instead of going for Mega, which is what k1llsen probably expected him to do. He just stands there on the platform and hits 2 rails in the face. So he gets the frag and then he picks up Mega and Yellow without taking any damage. This is Madix's game to win now.
Yep, 17 seconds left, and madix knows exactly where he is. Gonna hit connect with that railgun. k1llsen still has enough to go in for a fight. He just needs to hit that first rocket, and it needs to be a good one.
Ooh, k1llsen catches him, but not enough time. madix will win the first map, 3-2. Some beautiful play there by madix. I wasn't expecting him to just get the rail and stand there and wait for k1llsen to come from red and shoot him twice. I thought he definitely would have gone looked to see if Mega was up, and then try to go to yellow and play defensive for overtime and just make it in there. But, you know, great decision there by madix.
Look at those stats. 9 megas health to 6 for k1llsen. 17 red armors to 4 for k1llsen. k1llsen literally had more items on the map. I'm just going to guess because he did not time them dead on, it meant that he took a lot more splash and a lot more damage getting them. So, really didn't pay off as much as it should have.
Vote passed.
Yeah, and transmissions in the background that every time they're typing ... it actually is trying to type good game. It's just they're rushing.
Is this true? I thought it just dual saltiness on both parts.
Here on ZTN, again, a map I would have to say favors k1llsen again, but, you know, madix could easily play this very nicely with those rockets and rails
I
as
mean,
well. So.
k1llsen's looked always really strong here. He always seems to play well. I would say, again, as I mentioned before, k1llsen's weaknesses might be timing all the items at once, or losing track of Mega, especially, and then getting caught off guard. Well, madix up 1-0, going into ZTN. You take us away, NBC.
Here live on ZTN, k1llsen's going to drop straight for that railgun, look for the
big rail
shot onto Mega. Actually, did he connect? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. That's a big first rail. If you hit that first rail while they take Mega, it pretty much nullifies the first big power-up, and then you could do whatever you want. And k1llsen hits a second crazy rail, so we're worried if k1llsen's going to have his aim on this game. Obviously, he does.
Yes, he has the third one. And you were saying about hitting that rail and Mega, especially because madix got the LG spawn. He didn't have the armor previously, so that meant the rail did the full 80 damage. Pretty much negated entire Mega health. And yeah, k1llsen really couldn't ask for more than a perfect start with those railguns. He's going to be a lot more confident.
And now k1llsen gets Mega. He didn't hit those rails there, but k1llsen has complete control of the map. And madix can't do anything except be really careful, because one frag here could lead to a few.
madix actually coming back in there for that yellow after k1llsen left into it. k1llsen more sort of concentrated on picking up those more powerful items. Give them away.
Ooh, madix with a big second rail there. If they just traded rails, you know, madix can't be trading rails here when he doesn't have the stack. But hitting one extra one might allow him to get into position for one of these armors. k1llsen going to try to rush madix instead of taking that red. Only takes a rocket for his troubles.
Yeah, but right about now, madix 100 to 70, 100 to 100 now. Both players around about even. The 50 advantage isn't going to do much for k1llsen if madix can hit one rail before this Mega. But wow, yeah, k1llsen.
Ooh, k1llsen. This is not looking good for madix. It's still 0-0, 2 minutes in, and k1llsen hasn't gotten that first frag, but k1llsen's done everything that he needs to do to make sure that he gets his first frag, and as soon as he gets it, he is going on a run.
Yeah, it is around about just a matter of time at the moment, the amount of rounds he's hitting. madix again managing to pick him up to 50 armor. I don't know why he's sitting here. k1llsen could quite easily come in aggressive from 3 potential directions and then have to back out of there quickly.
Well, madix hits that rocket onto k1llsen, but he hit it early, so I still don't think that madix fully knows that timing on red. He is going to know the timing of the yellow, but still doesn't have red or Mega timing. So Madix is pretty much relegated to these shards in the hallway and the shards on the bottom below rail. But he's going to get caught off guard by k1llsen. This is going to be the first frag for k1llsen. Now Madix has to be really careful. Does not want to get spawn fragged too fast or this game could be over.
Yeah, that was very, very nice. He delayed his spawn the longest amount of time so that k1llsen had no idea where he was going. Madix has nothing to his name, just a plasma gun.
He's actually pretty lucky to get this yellow without getting seen. He still doesn't know the timing for any of the power-ups. He actually might catch mega timing right there. I don't think he heard it. He saw k1llsen going at that mega area, but not sure if he got the timing. He does see now the red timing, so he might try to delay one of them since mega and red are going to be coming up at the same time. Gets hit with a direct rocket, though, and that's just going to make his life really hard.
Yeah, especially does not have a rocket launcher, does not have a railgun.
Wow.
It's so limited to what he can do at the moment. He can't put rockets into chasing k1llsen. He just has to run.
Ooh, so Madix does do what I didn't think he had that timing on Mega, but he actually took away that Mega from k1llsen, and he's going to do a decent amount of damage here. So that might be the first step for Madix's comeback.
Yeah, I'm just worried of k1llsen being a little bit too careless as he's charging around this map. Perhaps doesn't know how even the health and armor stack is.
Now they're even. One rail. He takes the risk to rocket jump up to that RA area, and Madix tries to peek rail while k1llsen goes up, and k1llsen instead is going to take the frag. That's going to allow k1llsen to take that mega. If Madix jumps down to this yellow, he's going to take a rail or a lot of LG. So Madix almost got the frag, and now it turned into a lot more problems for Madix. He has no control. He barely has any weapons. He's going to have to run for the next few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with k1llsen is almost, if you don't take those shots, you're never going to hit them, and k1llsen just seems to be prepared to take some of these risks that are obviously paying off given that last situation. Beggar in a few seconds. Madix did get that last one. He's going to know the time, but k1llsen in position there with a very healthy armor stack. Going to easily go 200 now. Then catch Madix off guard as well. A little bit shaky LG though. Hurts himself with that rocket though.
k1llsen probably should have had that frag 5 seconds earlier than he did, but Madix still didn't do enough damage there to really hurt k1llsen's route and the way he's going to be running the maps right now. So he's just going to try to catch Madix, going for that rocket launcher, does hit one rail, hits a second rail, so Madix is not going to be able to attack at all. Mega and Red come at the same time, but I'm not sure if Madix is going to risk the health to rocket jump up to Red. It looks like he will, but now he's caught in that area, one shot, and it's going to be crucial, but ooh, very nice job there from Madix, jumping down out of that red area without getting caught, and as soon as I say that, he takes 4 plasma balls to the face, and
I gotta say,
with more rails.
Getting hit by grenades and plasma on this has got to be the most frustrating of them all. You never ever see it coming, and it's just always there, and it's always very emotional when it happens.
Yeah, it's more so than having a big fight in a battle and then losing the battle. It's you're running your route, you're doing what you know you have to do, and then just out of nowhere you get plastered with something that's unbelievably ridiculous and it takes off all your damage, your momentum, like your timing on everything, and everything's completely reset. And that's pretty much what happened to Madix. 3.5 minutes to go. k1llsen's still in complete control here. Madix barely has that one yellow, can't take any damage here. He's going to be early to the bottom yellow. Has to be careful of not getting caught here out in the open.
Yeah, I think right about now it's just going to be about how good is k1llsen's timing. If k1llsen even misses one mega due to bad timing, that's going to give Madix a good opportunity. But right now, look at that LG damage.
Ooh.
There's a 50 HP for Madix though, and that 50 HP might actually come in crucial as he looks to make this comeback.
Well, k1llsen does miss time that red, but then takes 2 rails from Madix in that first initial fight. And if Madix actually had an LG out, ooh, a beautiful rail there from k1llsen, that might be game. Those 2 rails that he just hit.
Yep, and Madix has no idea on Omega. He's going to catch out here, probably go down. Only 3 out remaining. I think it's a good game. I don't think, unless k1llsen does something absolutely ridiculous and probably rocket jumps 5 times and kills himself, then I can't see a way back from madix now.
No, k1llsen has too much of a stack here. Not enough time remaining, especially on this type of map. I mean, we've seen players run with 1 frag with this amount of time and win. So,
Yeah,
second game, we'll go to k1llsen. What's the third map?
I have no idea. It's one of the disadvantages of not being live in Kiev. I think that's how you pronounce it, is that we don't have direct access, so these guys pretty much went live as we joined.
And k1llsen's going to take his 6th frag, and it is going to confirm that he has won this game. So we should probably look at the accuracy and the item pickups. k1llsen has won the pickup so much more than madix. k1llsen with 17 reds, madix with 2. k1llsen with 12 megas, madix with 2. And then accuracy-wise, k1llsen's hitting a 51% rail with 15 shots, and then, you know, when you hit 50 rail and you get in the power-ups, you're gonna win.
Yeah. No other way to go about it, really, is it? It's just how it is.
Yeah, you're gonna win. Draven's messaging me, telling me the stream is lagging. So soon what's gonna happen is it's gonna switch over from Octoshape to own.tv. I'm not sure exactly when that's gonna happen, but after this game. So right after the next map, this will be switching over to an ESL own.tv, and all the lag issues should be fixed.
Now, I'm just thinking about this third map. I think we can almost guarantee Hub is not going to be in there. Even though madix has that strong railgun when he wants to, I think k1llsen is just going to be too strong, and madix would have been clever enough to eliminate it. I think DM13 is a possibility. Yeah, I'm going to guess we're going to go to a DM13, personally.
Well, do players do pick or remove?
I think it's that's a good question. I'm not actually sure.
I would think that k1llsen would remove both of the non-rail maps. So I would think k1llsen would remove DM13, because he wouldn't want to play that.
That's actually a good point. But then would madix be comfortable playing k1llsen on a T9? T7?
I mean, I would think so, yup. He's gonna go for it. I think madix thinks that his aim can be just as beastly as k1llsen's aim, which it can, because madix has that same type of crazy aim that can push him through to that next level. I just think k1llsen right now is playing way too well, and this is not gonna go well.
Yeah, maybe madix right now thinking, or hoping, it was DM13 maybe after that.
I mean, this is a very rail-heavy map. It's pretty much whoever rails better here is going to win.
I think one of the best comebacks we've ever seen on this map, or best plays, was actually Sturmy, who should be joining us later on, against Faz in, I think it was another ESL event. Faz absolutely annihilated Sturmy with that rail. I'm sure Sturmy can probably remember that game.
And just as you speak of him, Sturmy joins the server.
And then Sturmy's kicked on the server.
Yeah, Sturmy was kicked for the same thing I was. Quick live being broken!
Well, I think it's just to do with LAN, because I went on an online server earlier and it was okay. I was even on the internet.
No, dude. It's totally quick live being broken. Hey, Id, can you get on that? And please don't ban me, I know.
Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, but I can't. The server, it kicks me out. It says some... Yeah, but did I start playing already? I don't want to get kicked and get...
Bad, so...
Here we go, live on third map, T7. Furious Heights is we're now supposed to refer to it as. k1llsen is going to get quite an odd spot, actually. Looks like finally drops down to the red armor and
that's
gets
a
the
really
yellow.
interesting way that k1llsen did all that. He spawned, he didn't go for rail, he went all the way over to grenades, all the way around to pick up mega and yellow, and then rail. So madix probably has no idea when this is going to spawn. And that might allow k1llsen to get a few rails here.
Say that, he's taking a bit of LGs, he's up that higher level. Finally, k1llsen should have the time. You'd hope he timed it.
Yeah, Madix had no idea what the time was. He just guessed, and he paid for it with a big frag here. But Madix gets the rockets in the face back. It's going to allow Madix to pick up that Mega and Yellow. So, not a bad trade there for Madix.
Yeah, k1llsen's going to want to control that railgun now. Make sure Madix doesn't get hold of that. Red is spawning. I don't think Madix is going to be able to drop down. But in spectacular fashion, he does take a rocket to the face.
He herpaderps onto the bottom and takes a rocket to the face, pretty much nullifying any chance he has to attack this Yellow, or maybe even this next Mega.
I mean, I suppose that can work. I mean, but it is the second big risk that has been taken in this match, and the only one that's worked so far has k1llsen's.
Well, that one rail Madix hit is going to allow him to take that red. Madix instead going to shoot a rocket to Mega. I think that's a good idea. He knows the exact timing of Mega now. Try to do a little bit of damage for taking that red, as he knew it was a safe play.
And this map probably a little different to all the other ones we've covered so far in the 2 games of IEM, in that when you do pick up a frag, you don't really look for the spawn kills. You more look and make sure you have control of those items that should bring you frags.
And k1llsen with his big rockets there didn't take much damage in return, picks up that red for free. He hits another rocket onto Madix. He's not going to allow him to get this Mega. So k1llsen with a lot of damage there, and he picked up all of the items. It's going to make it really hard for Madix. He's even going to be caught here, and he does take the rail. I thought Madix might have gotten out of there without taking any damage, but it's going to be really difficult now for Madix to get back in here.
Yeah, I mean, he has the railgun, and oh wow, he's going to be caught out by this grenade, giving away his position. Managed to hit one. You can't shoot through this floor, got to be careful. And Sturmy, have you been watching this map so far?
Do we have
guys.
Sturmy?
Hey guys.
Sturmy!
What's up?
Hey,
Yeah, I've been
I
watching.
owe you a real set, Sturmy. I owe you 2 real sets.
It's fine. So, yeah, I've been watching the game. I mean, right now k1llsen has a really good and strong control. Madix has been playing pretty well in the first few minutes. He was hitting, a lot of crucial shots, and was managing to not get a lot of damage. But I think he didn't rush red armor well, and k1llsen took advantage of that with better position. And now we see k1llsen with really strong control.
Well, Madix does have that 75 advantage. How would you go about pushing into red armor if you have a health advantage, but your opponent has position? Actually, I say that, he's just taken 2 massive rails from k1llsen, completely negating anything I just said, so ignore that. k1llsen drops on that red armor, and Mega's spawning. Should Madix go for this?
Well, I mean, this map is also about, trying to delay as much as possible your opponent so you can gain control of the second part of the area of T7, So sometimes it's a really good idea to try and stay, really far away from the fight, do as much damage as possible, and delay your opponent so you can get the item on the other side. And that's maybe something that Madix could do to gain back control and stack up.
Feeling quite comfortable at the moment as well, 100 to 130. k1llsen doesn't have any real health advantage, so let's see if Madix is actually looking for the rocket or the rail onto Mega, it seems. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
idea. Madix
Yeah.
gonna get timing now.
Yeah,
Oh,
this,
I didn't
that
jump
was,
over! What are you doing? He just gives the frag to k1llsen, pretty much gives them both items. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was the perfect position. You shoot the rocket, you hit the guy jumping at Mega, and you could instantly run away from there and pick up the red armor. He was spawning pretty much 3 seconds later. I don't know why he got the kill, why he just gave it away.
Minute warning.
yeah, and we know this map very well, Sturmy. I mean, with 3 frags to pick up, how late can Madix leave it? 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
Even 1 minute and 30 seconds with 30 frags, with 3 frags. I mean, it should be enough. I mean, this map, you can force spawns killed pretty well. So if you're in a really good spot, you can manage to do it.
It's actually funny because before the game, I mean, I said k1llsen's rail was just going to take over, but he's actually only hitting 25% right now. Only 5 for 19, so things could be much worse for madix.
Yeah, I mean, I personally haven't really followed how the scene is at the moment since I wasn't attending this event, so I don't know how much time, these guys have been practicing, and I don't know what equipment that they're playing on, they're in Kiev. But I mean, we both know that, k1llsen is a really strong player aim-wise, and if he's not hitting his shots, he can, he can lose the matches. We've seen that at so many different tournaments before, but I mean, in the past year, he has been pretty strong aim-wise.
Right before you joined, he had hit a 52 rail on Setien, which pretty much won him the game. That's why we're mentioning it. So yeah, so far he's been pretty on point with his aim.
Yeah, I mean, madix there just caught out positioning again. I mean, it's almost been here on T7 that madix has, I wouldn't say lost the game, but he's given away at least 2 frags that he didn't have to. And now we're up to 7-1 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. I almost can't see it happening with k1llsen's current rampage.
I think one of madix's weakness at the moment is that he didn't really play many pro tournaments lately. I mean, he didn't manage to compete at DreamHack. He didn't, compete in so many different tournaments. And I believe that if he was a little bit more prepared tournament-wise, mentally, probably this map wouldn't have been, with this score 8-1, but we would have probably seen way more closer games, and he wouldn't have done all the mistakes he did in the start.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. k1llsen with the 9th frag, leading 9-1, about 3 minutes to go. Pretty much going to solidify k1llsen with a 2-1 win. That's going to give him another win in the group. Who is his first game against?
Bringing it up now. His first game was against... Wait. I think this is his first game.
Is this his first game? Well, there you go.
Yeah, this is his first game. Assuming this schedule has been right and there's nothing else been played with the small delays that we had, then yes, this is his first game. And it is also madix's first game. So yeah, this is actually the first game of Group A. So next up it would have been Avec versus ZSX, but ZSX not in attendance. And I don't think there's been a replacement. Have you heard anything, Slasher?
Yeah, I was actually just going to say I was really hoping that Sturmy was going to get on a private jet and fly all the way to Kiev right for the beginning of the tournament, as soon as I heard that ZSX wasn't going to make it.
Well, I can't because I'm disqualified, so if you're disqualified, you cannot play in the tournament anymore.
ESL doesn't go by rules. Once a player or a team drops one of their tournaments, they throw all that shit out the window. I was actually like half hoping you would show up there.
And I was hoping that Bill Gates would sponsor me with a private jet to get there.
Are you able to play in the next IEM if there is one, Sturmy? Or does being disqualified then disqualify you from another?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I'm still playing the TDM Cups with Fnatic, with my team, so I have no idea. We will see. It's not... I mean, if they think that that's a good idea, then I don't know. I personally don't think it was fair.
Yeah, I mean, it was internet problems, wasn't it, in your country, I believe. I think another Italian player also had issues in one of the TDM tournaments. I could be wrong. But you were high pinging to every server, or am I thinking of something else?
Well, the main problem was that we still have problems right now. Our routings to servers outside Italy are pretty much broken, and I can only manage at least at this moment to play with around 40 ping on friend's server, and nobody uses friend's server,
Yeah.
But back in November, for like 2-3 weeks, I had like disconnection and 250 ping pretty much everywhere, and all my matches were delayed, and unfortunately I didn't plan that to happen.
Yeah, not your fault at all, really.
Yeah,
but
it was my fault, I believe, before, because I used already my wild card. I think it was against Driven. I don't know. It was a series of different things. So, for example, if I didn't manage to play my first 2 matches, so I was late for that, and then I did play, but then again, all this problem came up. So
yeah, I mean, I guess for ESL they couldn't really delay the entire tournament for forever and ever. So for them, perhaps it was necessary. And I
Yeah,
guess there's
but-
no hard feelings between both of you. So
No, but it's okay. I think now we should just focus on the game and make sure that all the players there are showing good matches, and the people home should just enjoy this, and that's the most important thing.